Big Greg, journal entry number 8. The group has come across a corrupted unicorn, which looked as dark and ugly as a chain smoker's lungs. They commandeered a jeep and its driver, one Blake Fennick, returned me to the fray. Arriving just in time to see Hassa go down like a second-month-old potatoes, and the creature eyeballing Sebastian like a hungry man looks at a steak. The cat fails his attempt to trap the creature. Sebastian and Bree stabilize and heal Hassa, who then after recovering grows bulkier in a set of claws. What in the nine hells is up with that? Trading blows, we eventually took down the hellspawn horse. Jumping into Blake's jeep, we took off faster than a bride's nighty on her wedding night. Wow, Christ is still looking stunned as like some kid's just blowing out his birthday candles. Sits there unmoving. We then came across another strange creature, a wildebeest, with strange eyes. Upon seeing this, the cat and I wanted to turn tail quicker than a politician changes his promises. The only problem was, I was driving. Asa was thrown directly in the path of the beast as the jeep reversed. Breeze and Blake hung out the sunroof like high schoolers on prom night after firing pot shots at the beast. Meanwhile, Sebastian snaps me out of it, and with my senses returned, I headed us back to Hassa and the beast. As we head back, and Hassa and the beast lock horns, we heard shattering glass, and that damn cat Bow jumps out faster than a rat out of a net drain pipe, and hightails it out of here. Distracted by this, I misjudge and slam into the tussling duo. Fearing we've turned Hassa into roadkill, we get out. Sebastian tries to pull Hassa free, but Hassa's wrapped around the beast like a bug on a bumper. The rest of us finish off the freaky cow. Introductions are made with Blake, and then the whereabouts of the cat come up. We conclude he'll turn up like a rash on date night when we least expect it. Blake hands out these almost like get out of jail free coins from the guild with a strange symbol and writing on them. Heading back to the tavern with Blake and Breeze riding on the back of Hassa, and Sebastian bringing up the rear after picking up the cat's paper hat. We gab about our next move.
Wait for everything to load in. Come on. Technical difficulty? Do we have technical difficulties? No? Of course, that's what you open with, Jesus. Hello, everybody. First of all, thank you to the wonderful Valcor for giving us the audio for the recap. If you guys like that, let us know, and we'll do it every week.
Oh my god, that's the weirdest direction I've ever had to explain to myself.
I think you should do it every week.
You think we should do it every week?
Yes.
That was sick.
I definitely think it's a great idea.
But louder?
Maybe shake up who's doing it.
Okay, yeah, I'm happy to do one.
None of us are detectives. I don't know.
Well,
No, yeah,
It'll be like a journal entry for one of
us,
or
fuck.
a detective recording for another, and then...
Mine's gonna be fucking useless. I've got no skills here to help the team. Look, some guys did some things and some more stuff happened and that was it. Congratulations, team.
Yeah.
Basically, I think I'll leave it open to anyone who would like to do it, because obviously not everyone wants to record their own voices and stuff like that doing it. So,
May will.
Because obviously it's supposed to be something that's supposed to be fun. So, yes, it is supposed to be something that's fun. So, if you want to do it, we'll start a thing of who does it every week, if that's the case, or we'll decide at the end of the stream who's going to do it. But
You roll dice for it?
we won't.
I rolled a 12.
We
Fuck
won't.
my life.
I won't make you roll for it. Although for everyone, this is Uzumeka's first time playing D&D, and he was given a D20 at work over the last week, and now he's obsessed, and he's already gone out and bought more dice.
Yeah, they rocked
Dice
up.
Goblin.
The dice
Yeah.
goblin has been born.
It's
Uh,
inevitable.
Yeah.
I bought Tommy and I more dice.
Of course you did. So yes.
Fuck, I mixed this drink way too strong.
Oh dear. So yes, we will be down bow for at least the next month. We'll
You're
see.
down bow.
Yeah, we'll be down bow.
Not bad.
For at least this month. Which Uzumaki will be joining us for is the wonderful Blake Phoenix.
I would not say wonderful.
Everybody's wonderful. Short story, if you like what we do, some of the people here also stream. Uzo Mecha, Tired Runner, Tyrant Dungeon, even though they're not here, and Valcor Blips occasionally. You can go check them all out on Twitch. Thank you, Tired Runner. It is great. I love it. And yeah, so we have done the recap. Everyone vaguely knows where we are, so we will jump straight in that we are going to be at the tavern. If you like what we do, well, quickly, if you like what we do, hit the follow button, subscribe if you would like, if you are able to, and you just so you get the notification that we when we go live every Saturday. So
The pub. It's here. It's there. It's every fucking where. The
yes,
pub.
I believe that was what Blake was chanting after getting uppies from Hasa.
Yay! Another uppy.
So yes. So I believe that you guys arrived back at the Belly Goat Tavern, which has cleared out a little bit from your efforts earlier, Rick, of herding people in just to get them off the streets. Some people have managed to make their way home and things like this, as you have staggered into the premises looking a little battered, a little bruised, a little worse for wear. But hopefully, well, I would like to say spirits undaunted, but Crisis, you have a little bit of a haunted, far-off look. I believe Rick is walking next to you, looking disgruntled at this young gentleman who keeps calling him a trash panda, which is deep.
My trash panda.
Yes. I believe...
I say it with love.
He doesn't know that. But anyway, so you make your way into the tavern. Because I believe you were going to, I don't know, sit down, have a chat. I don't think we'd decided that far ahead, so you get back to the tavern.
As a local, do I know this tavern?
Yes.
Do I know the barkeep?
Yes.
What's their name?
Please, sir, what's their name? Their name is Vyman.
I can't pronounce that. V-Man, around for my friends!
It is Vyman, like Simon. I will show everyone again what Vyman looks like.
That's
Hot
Simon.
Mothman.
Oh, Moth Daddy, around for my friends.
I know he's so hot and so gay, and it's so sad.
Can I roll sex appeal on the Mothman?
I mean, you can certainly try.
I don't have sex appeal, I'm going to be honest, team.
Vyman sees you, and he's like, yeah, sure thing. I'll get it right out for you. You want the usual, or...?
Surprise me, Moth Daddy.
Will do. Take a seat wherever you like.
You realize you're going to regret that, right? Everyone who asks him to surprise them gets fucked up.
Hey, my man can talk again! Crab Boy, welcome back.
I assume it's been over an hour since the fight began.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the time you've headed back, because you had to wander back, and you were you were a decent way across town, where you left.
Oh, when he turned back.
Where you left your car parked on top of a dead wildebeest.
She'll be right. I've got insurance. When he shrunk back down, was Bree still on his shoulder?
I was gonna say, did I crash to the ground? Was there a warning?
No,
Was
I
there a
feel
slight...
like he would have.
header?
Yeah, he would have been aware of the time constraints and would have put you both down.
Downies.
Yeah.
Not the opposite of uppies.
Yeah.
The downy is the opposite.
You do
to
indeed get a
uppies.
downy.
Damn.
Sucks to suck.
Oh my god. So yes, you're put down before he changes back. He puts
Making
you
you
down,
character.
takes you out the back, puts you down.
Bullet.
Hey, at least
He's got rough.
at least you know Crisis would have hit something tonight. Okay, so you managed to find a table. Where would you guys usually choose to sit?
Is there a booth?
Yeah,
Booth.
there are always
Booth,
booths.
booth.
So yes, you find a
Booth
booth.
5.
You find a booth in one corner of this tavern. On
Seating chart. Most important part. Who's sitting next to who? How we line in this booth?
I'll show you again, Cade, what this place looks like. You managed to find a booth with
Oh, this is too fancy for me.
some leather chairs, like a leather banquette kind of seating, and you slide your way around the round table. Whatever.
It's
So
not that fancy though.
It's
I guess
not.
The chairs are like grimy and stuff.
yeah, it's
I think
a
it's just all
university
buildings are
pub.
like that around
It's
here,
a
yeah.
university pub. So
You gotta remember, I'm just riffraff.
street rat. Anyway,
I don't buy that.
but if only they look closer.
Charming street rat.
The worst part is Uzu probably does not get that reference because he is not a man of culture.
Dude, the only time I know of street rat being used is for Aladdin. That's it.
Good. Oh, good. Well done.
I fuck with Aladdin. The film Reroll played Aladdin for like 4 parts, and it was brilliant.
Okay, so as you sit down, Vyman brings over a tray with a couple of drinks on them. They look like glass teacups filled with a amber liquid. You can see bits of green mint torn up and stirred throughout it. It has a garnish of a piece of mint and a couple of lavender sprigs as well, and he puts them down in front of you.
I rest my hand on this giant, beautiful Mothman and say, what the fuck is this?
Well, this would be angel tea.
Will it fuck me up?
No, but you look pretty rough already, so I thought it would be... Sorry, completely wrong accent. I thought it...
Alright, you do you.
Gotta think a second.
I was gonna. Why does he sound like that? Is he okay?
He's
Does he
Andrew.
change voices?
He has changed voices. Yep.
Alright,
Thank
let's
you.
go.
Yeah.
Just the all right. No.
Yeah, you need the...
Do you need to practice off of me?
Well, howdy, partner. That's some angel tea you got there.
Yeah, some angel tea. You already look pretty fucked up, so I thought it'd be better to, give you something that'll rest you
I've
up,
found it
completely
already.
refreshed and stuff.
I've lost interest. I found it.
You feel...
This is bullshit.
You feel kind of relaxed. You feel it. You feel a wash come over your muscles as you relax into the seat. You feel warm and cozy, but you feel like that when you decide to head to bed soon-ish, you'll feel really... You'll feel a lot better. You'll absolutely feel like...
It was just like Radox, but in a cup.
Yeah. It had magic.
Nice.
Is it Radox or type of shower gel?
It's a bath crystals. My
Anyway, you have this wonderful tea. As you would know, Hasa, being who you are, that this is just basically a herbal tea that also has a couple of random additions
Magical
to it.
enhancements.
Yeah,
No
magic-
alcohol in this drink.
there is a little bit of alcohol that is fermented from moth dust and things like this.
He dusted in our cup.
Yeah.
Oh god, was it his own dust?
No,
Was
it was not his
personal
own
dust?
dust. It was actual.
Mothman
It was
bath
lunar
water.
moth dust, not his.
Oh, I
own dust.
would buy myself some Moth Daddy bath water.
But it is also made with mint, lavender, honey, chamomile, and sugar. All the things that would give you a really nice, refreshing sleep tea if you need. You get the impression that he's been making these for the last hour to calm people down.
I don't think we can get absolutely wrecked and have a drinking game with this.
A round of whiskies for the lads.
Oh, well, you're looking to.
Hang on. I don't think that's an idea we should do right.
What are you doing here?
We're-
Where's he been this whole time?
Oh, he's just been following you. He has been with you. He's just been kind
oh.
of dazed.
Our favourite little emo boy speaks up. He's done being in an early 2012 music video.
Are you still 8 feet tall, Crisis?
No, I would have shrunk down to my original height.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that only goes for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, so Vyman's like, oh, so you were looking to actually have some proper drinks and, you know?
No.
After a day like today, yes.
Well, certainly I
after
can.
a day like
I can get
today,
it sorted
think
out
we
for you if you
should.
want. Depends. Do we want to get like spicy messed up, or do we want to get like actual having fun messed up?
I just want an alcoholic beveragino, Moth Daddy.
All right, I'll bring over some of our best whiskey. Give me a second, I'll get you the bottle.
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea.
No, bring the
Yeah.
bottle. How's Rick and Sebastian look? Because they're just so quiet.
Rick's still sipping on his flask.
We could get you a top up, if you like.
I'll be looking at that, yeah.
As soon as Hasa shrunk back down, he has spent the majority of the trip here limping. And when he sat down, it was like, you know when you've done a full day of really hard work and every muscle hurts? So you're just like, oh. He is sore and he looks fucked up.
Do I see this? Can I tell that you're not hiding it?
No, he's not hiding it.
I would like to get up, wander, if I have to. If he's next to me, that's also okay. But I'd like to wander over to Hasa, do a quick little agenda shift, and whisper some healing words seductively into his ear.
You feel
What are those words?
You feel
Yeah,
some
what are the
long,
words?
dark
What are the
hair tickle your cheek, Hasa, as Blake, in their feminine form, leans forward. Yeah, Blake, what do you whisper in Hasa's ear?
Ah, fuck!
Go on.
Calling your bluff.
I can't wait.
Oh,
I get called out for playing a
Oh, no.
you get called out.
No,
for
I've got
playing
it.
a slut.
I whisper, darling, it's better down where it's wetter under the sea.
Wow, so seductive.
I know, right?
You
Hey, he
feel,
had crab claws, that's all I could think of.
you feel the tickling whisper of Blake's breath against your cheek as they whisper. But you do feel this suffusion of healing, and some of your muscles start to ache a little less. You feel less weary.
Many thanks.
Yeah,
How those
sorry.
words worked.
Sorry for hitting you with the car.
Not the first time, probably not the last.
How the hell is that not the first? Whatever.
He kind of like
Listen.
gestures to the city around them.
Right. So, listen, was that like a normal thing? The
Nope.
whole nightlife deciding to go extra feral.
No,
Yeah.
That I'm aware of.
Look,
It's
look,
just like the Sturges on the boat. They're
Yeah.
not supposed to be here.
yeah, as a local, that's completely new to me.
Yeah, but there's someone at this table had a special connection to one of those animals.
We all turn and look.
Isn't that
at
right,
Sebastian.
Sebastian?
Oh, Bluey.
Everyone
Isn't
turns
that
and
right,
looks at Sebastian.
He's done a runner.
No, I mean he's sitting there, he's sipping on the little tea, pretending not to notice people staring at him.
What was your?
I'll slap him on the shoulder. Hey, we're staring at you. I know you got your sunglasses on still and you look really cool, but
Yes,
We're
I'm quite,
eyeballing you.
quite used to others staring at my pretty face, so I thought it was just the normal stuff.
Right. I thought I would clarify for you, help you out. a
It's
little
not.
bit.
So did you know that unicorn?
Can't say it was one of my high school classmates. Never seen him before in my life.
Why do I get the feeling you're not telling us the whole truth and nothing
Do
but
I
the truth?
believe him?
Can we roll insight checks, please?
Most definitely writing insight on that.
Yeah. You can definitely roll insight. Which
What's inside team?
insight is
They
basically
spell.
you can.
I have that one.
Yeah, you know when
No.
you're looking at somebody and you can tell they're talking shit, even though they're lying straight to your face? It's that.
This is your bullshit meter.
Yeah, basically.
It's a vibe check.
Oh, does he pass the vibe check?
Yeah,
Well,
you guys
that's-
roll shit rolls all the time, and then you get this roll.
So,
right,
how
I'll
would you
do
like
a-
to play this? Because if we're going off of the basis that did you know the unicorn? Well, no, you didn't fucking know the unicorn.
No, he really wasn't a high school
No,
classmate.
No,
It's,
but
I
like,
think I'm more
fine,
rolling.
But
yeah, like I'm just trying to see what the deal is, and it was a natural 20, so it's about
Yeah,
sticking
well,
to the letter of the law.
exactly.
and doing
So,
more.
Sebastian, they can obviously tell. They're looking at you like they clear.
They can
Oh,
obviously tell.
We've all got our eyebrows sort of raised. We're like,
Sebastian,
It's
yeah.
a case where like you can tell from like the somewhat like he's kind of stoic at times, but like this is what feels like an uncharacteristic silence.
You're fidgeting.
And while he's never seen that unicorn before and didn't go to high school with them, but there's a definite familiarity that's recognizable on his face with the problem.
Would it be safe to
He's-
say that you look a bit pale and a bit freaked out?
oh, that's from all the loss of blood.
That's from being like heavily. I guess people would also see. Well, I'm gonna say that Breeze, because the natural 20 can now see through the previous performances. He is kind of like.
Oh yeah, you
on
can
death's
see.
door as well.
You can see that him turning around and saying, "Yeah, no, I'm fine." He looks, of all of you, Sebastian. Right now, you're all paying like actual attention to him because you're all staring at him. He looks messed up. Like he's looking woozy. He's looking like he's like 1 foot in the grave.
I have one spell slot left, so I will.
Sorry to interrupt, but I'll again say that with the natural 20, like in particular, Breeze knows for sure that like this is a subject he's wildly uncomfortable with discussing, and is attempting very hard to keep cards close to the chest on.
Okay, with a healing word, then I will reach across because I'm gonna imagine I'm sitting across the table from you and lay my hand on his hand.
What are you going to say?
What? It's not. I'm not seducing him. I'm healing him with my words, and I say, "Look, I can see that this might be difficult, and there are a lot of things that are difficult for all of us to talk about. I understand that very well, but something bad's happening and people are getting hurt. If there's anything you can do to help, I'd be so grateful."
Who did that?
Who do you think? Who here has had a soundboard this entire time?
What are you talking about?
I like that. Thank you.
Oh my god, there's a fantasy starter pack update to voice mod.
Yes.
How much
Sebastian, you feel the warmth of her touch tingle up your skin where she's touching you, and you start to feel the warmth as it goes across your muscles and your aching joints, and you can see a few of the little wounds that you've got, the little cuts and scrapes and stuff. They start to sting less, and they start to.
Imagine rolling when you could just pretend to the DM that you don't need to.
I mean, the only attack that Sebastian actually sustained was the poison breath that he took a
Yes.
deep gulp of.
Yeah. You can feel your lungs healing themselves.
The vape lung dissipates.
The vape lung dissipates, yes.
Roll a persuasion check there, Mrs. Breeze.
Do I get advantage because I was healing you as I did it?
Sure, I'll allow it, especially because you got a nat 20.
I'd say yeah.
22. Damn it.
It's hard to read.
Well, this is more for Sebastian's willingness to talk, but we'll see how that goes. Look, honestly, I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. Hasa took its horn, so perhaps he could tell you more after he studied it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I slowly just pull my hand away, disappointed, and just say, "Yeah,
That's right.
perhaps you could."
Crap man's our little kleptomaniac.
Sorry, what was that, Breeze?
I just said I slowly pull my hand away, disappointed, and just say, "Yeah, perhaps he could tell us something."
As you all sit there mildly awkwardly after the exchange, Vyman comes over, not reading the tables, and slams a bottle of the Indigo Badger whiskey down in front of you and several glasses. He's like, "Yeah, let me know if you need anything else. I gotta keep an eye on those pixies over there. They've already had more than their weight in alcohol. I caught one of them trying to climb into one of the kegs. Not a great place for a pixie, but does make great alcohol."
Are these the same pixies that Breeze was talking with the other day?
They are not.
Damn.
I was gonna say my girls, they're having it wild.
They promised they'd be there for Breeze to like keep her ex-boyfriend away.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about I think
lot
in the
happened
midst of
today.
everything else happening, though, they may have forgotten.
Yeah,
And that
I was
wasn't
gonna
even-
say,
that
I
wasn't
feel they
even
have
the
other
other day,
priorities
that was-
going on.
That
It was
earlier
earlier
this
today,
afternoon.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone could have forgotten about Breeze.
very true. No,
Aw.
what did you say ooh for? It's just true. It's just the truth.
I'm just stating the objective fact here.
So,
Is everyone feeling better? Like everyone somewhat settled in now, aren't we?
Blake, as you look
I'm-
around, you do notice that everyone looks, I should say. They look a bit better. Like, they still look mussed up and, like, their hair's messed up and some of their clothes are a bit messed up. But in general, they're
It'll
not
buff.
looking, they're not, yeah. They look like they've had a few of their dents buffed out already, so.
All right, I'd like to turn back the mail, slam my hands on the ground, and be like, "All right, what the fuck are you guys doing here? Like, enough bullshit. What's going on?"
Wait, you're the one that knows that.
I know, but what? I know why we're all here, but I'm curious what they are all doing here. Besides, are we actually going to the lake, or what's the go here? I just want to point blank ask everyone, like, what is their goal going forward from here?
I mean, we're contracted by the Avengers Guild to go out to the bullshit that's probably causing all this out yonder.
Which
So-
we didn't tell you.
Oh, Uncle Bugsy already gave me the rundown that you guys are heading out that way, but when are we leaving is what I mean.
Probably first thing in the morning, which is why I advise against drinking.
It occurs to you,
We're
Crisis.
waiting on a call from the Knight Captain before we make tracks.
It occurs to you, Crisis, that
And I
this
imagine we want
is
to procure another form of transportation.
occurs to you, Crisis, that this is the adventure that the captain of the Adventurers Guild said that he was going to head in your direction.
Right.
Yes. If you remember back, I think it was
Yeah.
2 sessions ago, he said he was going to...
Good things come to those that wait.
I haven't submitted my forms though. Will I still get paid?
We can stop by on the way there. I would rather get this going. So yeah, I guess have y'all talk to the night captain for what you did on the boat, get paid, maybe get them supplies, and then get going. Because I'd rather not get caught up in this bullshit again.
Yeah, well, we haven't been contacted yet, so we just.
I
have to figure out what we're
imagine.
doing while we wait.
Am I not
I
the contact?
imagine it'll help be delayed.
Nope.
Well, I mean,
This is-
yes, there's another contact.
This is not related to the Adventurers Guild though. This is.
Prior engagements. I am fine.
Yeah, so we should
Yep.
probably get into this whiskey so we can finish it all before bed. I mean, there's 6 of us, so it won't do too much damage. Probably just give us a nice sleep. And I pour everybody drinks.
5, and I'll push away.
I pour you. I pour you. Yeah, I pour you a ceremonial drink.
Hey,
No, in fact, I'll change. I'll change, and I'll pour you a glass of. I'll pour you a shot of water, just so that you can toast with us.
the old crisis would drink with us. Yeah, how's that peer pressure?
You know him from from olden days.
Yeah, from about 5 seconds ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. The whole entirety of the 5 seconds we know each other. Yeah. I'm kind of getting my bearings again after the night.
I do.
Hi, I'm Crisis.
I do like there was a fraction of a second where you stopped there, Andrew, and you questioned, wait, does my character actually know him and this is part of my amnesia?
you have
We-
amnesia?
We are buddies from way back. We went to university together.
God.
This university. Oh, so you all knew Hasa.
Oh my God.
No. No.
Okay. So yes, you pour out your ceremonial drinks. As Crisis, you introduce yourself to Blake.
I like your words, Mr. Funny Man.
And this is still a fox girl, right?
I believe so. You didn't state that you were changing back, Blake. So
I changed back to slam my hand on the table.
okay,
I prefer to be male if it's at all possible.
you may.
Thanks, God, I appreciate that.
That is good.
So you make your way through several drinks, and it does take you a little bit to start feeling the effects of the whiskey. I do need... Give me a second to find the document.
1 bottle between 5 people.
Yeah,
Is
but it's
nothing.
per drink, per standard drink. I do...
I give us a cheese. I give a toast that cannot be repeated on a PG stream, and down they go.
Okay. I need
I blush
everyone who
slightly.
has a shot of alcohol. I need everyone who has a shot of alcohol to roll me a con save, please.
Oh, God damn it.
You know, it makes sense that Rick would fail it, because wouldn't Rick have, like, the kidneys the size of, like,
He's just got
3
But
fingers?
he's also the most hardened alcoholic of us all.
Yeah.
Right, but, like, that should mean his liver's even close to failure than everyone else's.
Yeah, this is how he dies. I'm so sorry, you have to roll a new character.
It's okay. Breeze. Oh God, Sebastian.
Oh no.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest, I don't know what the fuck we're doing, team.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Everyone who got under a 12, you all have
everyone
disadvantage
except
on
Breeze
perception
and I.
checks until for at least an hour. So that's all you need to know about that. But yes, if you've got under a 12, you have disadvantage on your perception checks for the next hour, unless you keep drinking. Breeze, Hasa, you feel okay. You get the nice alcoholic buzz going on. after the first drink.
Is there a karaoke machine in the bar?
There is indeed.
What's everyone's song?
Arthur notices Breeze smirking, looks in the direction she's looking, looks back to Breeze. Alright, this has been fun, team. I'm going to bed. And he runs.
Grapple him. Crash tackle him.
Roll me in athletics, Blake.
Oh,
Fucking
Zelf. Oh, yeah.
trying to leave.
Tries and fails to sneak away from the table.
oof.
Yeah,
Which
while that's
group
going on,
number?
I'm going in the opposite direction. I'm also attempting to leave because I'm like, fuck this. I'm gonna go
Hasa-
be sad by myself.
Hasa, you manage to get away, but only because in his effort to sneak away, Rick is inadvertently crash tackled by Cade.
Hey! That's exactly who I was aiming for.
For you, Crisis, I will also get a stealth check, please.
Oh, a stealth.
I mean,
okay.
it didn't sound like he was trying to sneak away. He just said he was standing up
Yeah,
and leaving.
Yeah, I'm just leaving.
Okay.
I'll even call out, all right, night fuckers, don't add to the population, don't take away from the population.
Now I'm adding just out of spite.
Now I see that nobody is up for it, and that she just gets really sad, and I just say,
I'll
No,
sing
it's stupid.
karaoke with you.
it's fine. No, it's been on. I should probably go to bed anyway. Yeah, and she walks off.
You guys actually have
I-
accommodation here?
Crank on that
Soldier Boy?
karaoke machine. Crank that Soldier Boy song on the karaoke machine.
Oh no, Sebastian's the kind of guy that stands up and starts singing Slim Shady.
Oh,
I took borrowed knowledge and performance. I'm
Yep.
ready.
Yeah, so Breeze, as you're looking downhearted as Blake is like, oh yeah, no, I'll sing with you. You notice Sebastian is already up there, microphone in hand, swaying a little.
Unsure if it's the alcohol or the blood.
Roll
loss.
roll me performance, Sebastian, as you
I-
launch
I do
into a
karaoke. I do karaoke of a song, but like I don't want to get this stream copyright struck. So...
what? Yeah, what's the song? Just the name's fine.
Oh no.
open base.
Hasa,
let's
you
do
also
cat.
have inspiration for this session, thanks to Evil One.
Oh, natural one.
Perfect.
Oh,
Amazing.
my man can
Breeze,
sing.
Breeze, you would have
fanned
never.
myself.
Yeah, Breeze, you would have never expected it. But this guy that seems so intent, you know, it must be because you got this feeling that he's a little bit tortured because he keeps it all bottled up inside, and you just get this moving you did say what song you were singing, please?
Wait, should it have been at disadvantage because he's wearing Crocs?
Nope.
Oh yeah, this.
No,
This
because the
is
local
advantage
population
because
loves
I'm
the
wearing
Crocs. They
Crocs.
love the Crocs.
No.
I'm in love. I see this. I'm in love with him. I look him down. I see the Crocs. I'm over it.
Sebastian, what song is it? Sorry.
I don't know. You put me in this spot.
Fine,
Oh, what's-
DM's
what song's
choice. Starts this
I put it on
heartfelt
random.
rendition of Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Oh, I'm back in love.
it?
His
Amazing.
loneliness is killing him. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
And do all the pixies as well start to swoon?
Yes, they do start to
And then,
swoon.
see, I was thinking he walked up on stage and suddenly just belted out.
And that's enough of that. Thank you. Also,
That's song 2 on this playlist.
he's just, you can just tell that Sebastian is like, after this one shot of whiskey, he is vibing himself. He is just feeling himself. Rick, as you
Not too
notice,
much.
Rick, as you are
Ooh.
standing there with Blake's arms still around you, you feel this little rustle in your pocket and you notice a little gold fuzzy rat racing away from you as you find
Ew.
10 gold in your pocket thanks to the coin rat.
You may want to get that checked, man. Probably should have rats in your pocket.
You do if you're lucky. You do if you're lucky.
And
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Yvonne.
Now it's time for the duet. Stares straight at Breeze.
I push Blake towards the stage.
Hey, no! Do not rope me into this.
You were so keen to get everybody going.
Yeah,
You hear as you are escaping Hasa, you hear the first strained notes of "Can't Fight the Moonlight."
I don't even know what that song is.
It's from Coyote Ugly.
Never
I
seen
don't know
it.
what that is
I've never
either.
seen that film.
Oh my god!
Stop.
Now I feel old.
I know it's about a bunch of strippers. I know that much.
No,
but...
they're bartenders who dance on the bar.
Oh my god, that's so different. My bad.
They don't take their clothes off.
Oh, okay. They're strippers with extra steps. My bad.
Starts with the duet song, waiting. Don't go breaking my heart.
Okay.
Yeah. So as Blake's pushed towards the stage,
Blake,
I
do
smile.
you take the microphone?
Fuck it. Why not? I'm here anyway.
you got it.
I'm not impressed, but I'm here.
Thank you, Muzz Aldrin. I'll let Ty know that you'll take your clothes off for him.
Oh, I'm all in then if Muzz is getting naked. Dick's out for Harambe. Let's go.
Oh my god. Yes. So, Blake, do you do you start singing "Don't Go Breaking My Heart"?
Look, if Sebastian's all in, I'm all in at this point.
He looks very hot right now. So
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
I will get you to roll me performance
Oh god, why?
because you're performing.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Clearly, this very charming gentleman is not a performer, and you can hear every time his voice cracks as he goes a little too high, which is just carried by Sebastian's dulcet tones.
100% doesn't call attention to it. It's like, nah, keep it rolling. Let's
Yep.
not embarrass
Well, it's
this guy.
karaoke. No one's expecting you to be like fantastic.
No one's
at this.
expecting you to be as good as me, but
I'm too busy tripping over my feelings for Sebastian at the moment. I can't focus on singing.
You see the little fuzzy gold rat race from downstairs as and up onto the stage, which it basically full leaps into your pocket and vanishes. Blake, as you lose 10 gold.
This is bullshit. Mothman.
Yeah. Welcome to the
fix
other
these
side of
rats.
the coin.
Man, I can't help it. The coin rat does what the coin rat does.
weirdly enough, the entire world keeps going slow-mo over and over again as Sebastian flicks his hair and a bit of sweat beads off his face, and the hair is glistening in the stage light.
He leans back on a chair and pulls, and there's just water from above. It's a whole thing.
Baby.
yes.
Like a kiss from a rose. You don't know where the rain came from, but all of a sudden the stage is wet. Sebastian's white singlet is now slightly see-through.
Oh.
Oh, wet Crocs. Are you squeaking with every step you take?
No,
Every step he takes.
you know how to move in these shoes.
It's a great time.
Okay.
Great time was had by all. As
If I'm wet, I shake it off like a dog. I am not a fan of being wet.
Nope, I'm out. Okay, at that in amongst all of this, with the pixies going crazy over the two gentlemen on the stage, Bree's absolutely loving every minute of this. You don't notice that Rick manages to scurry away. Meanwhile, upstairs, having escaped just a little bit earlier, Hasa, you make it into your room and you put your pack down after this very harrowing day, when all of a sudden you feel this wave of absolute exhaustion overcome you. You feel your head swoon momentarily as you feel lightheaded, and as you blink a couple of times, your vision is blurry. After a minute or so, your vision clears up, but you just feel a bone-deep tiredness.
I'll give you something bone deep.
Shush.
And moment's gone. Oh god. Yeah, no. In our case, knowing how the group is, Harso stumbles a few steps towards his door, shoves it closed, locks it, and then passes the fuck out.
Okay. Cool.
Me realizing I just got locked out of my room.
Yeah, true. You're sharing.
So
You make it to the bed though.
you do make it to the bed. You lay down. What's the D20 for?
I was checking if I made it to the bed.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just double checking something. So you fall asleep for the evening. Okay. Sweet. So you fall into a deep and restless sleep with the visions of corrupted unicorns dancing through your head. The rest of you, you're having a great time downstairs. Rick, where were you heading?
Into the night.
Oh, Crisis' internet crashed.
Oh dear.
Crisis in crisis.
It would not be the first time.
Art imitates life.
Valcool, you there, mate? Or you just haven't pressed the unmute button?
Ah. Okay, that's pretty good.
Yes, where are you? We'll come back to Crisis.
I've headed back to the car.
Okay, you are heading back to the car in the dark of the night?
Yep.
Okay. You finally get back to the site of the battle earlier with the wildebeest. You can see already that a number of clockwork automatons have showed up and are starting to work on the car. They've winched it up off of the body and are scraping the bits of flesh and viscera out from underneath the carriage as they are fixing up the hole in the something engine-wise. I don't know engines. I'm assuming there's something in there that has taken a hole that would prevent the car from working. So,
Would it be the buffalo's head?
I'm gonna say it's covered in guts, right?
it's not just covered in guts. One of the horns, because if you remember, Hasa was pulling it down, so one of the horns did actually pierce through.
Come on,
something
Teach,
in
give
the
us
engine.
give us a
anything in a car.
Sump.
The sump. Fine. I don't know.
I was gonna say the jiggly wig, so
Well,
that was the correct answer.
well, I was gonna say I don't know the cooling system, the cooling tank or whatever. I don't know.
That's at the top of the engine.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know cars.
Normally it'll be the highest point of the engine, just for future reference, Teagues.
yeah, but it happened to go through like all of the space and then just got to that highest point because the corn curves, right?
No,
Either
you
way.
were completely right. What would I know? I'll shut the fuck up.
Yeah, what would you know? I don't even drive, and I know more than you. So.
This is why the buses are never fixed. Anyway, so yes, Rick, as you make your way over, there's all these small clockwork automatons. They're not very big. They're only about 2 feet tall a piece, and they're working in a team of winching it up and fixing and patching and welding and a couple have their own Jeep that they have this carcass now strapped to that they're slowly dragging out from underneath it. As you make your way over, one of them, who's wearing like a bright orange kind of sash with a glowing, essentially what looks like a glowing lollipop stick, kind of wanders over to you. Stop!
Yeah, that's our vehicle. What's going on?
We're clearing the streets.
So, what are you gonna do with that vehicle?
We're going to repair it for Blake again and leave it at the Adventurers Guild, like we do every week.
So this happens every week.
We're told that's the life of adventurers. What do we know? We're mechanics.
You haven't seen a hairless cat person around here, have you?
Not that we've been looking. No.
Yeah.
Cats creep me out. Why's it got no hair?
Shush.
Yeah. That's alright. Just thought it might return to the so-called scene of the crime. That's alright. Keep up the good work.
Will do.
Rick will turn around and head back to the tavern.
He goes back to pacing around this area, stopping anyone who would enter into the scene.
You come back just in time for everybody to be singing Living on a Prayer.
Hang on, stealth check.
At volume. You can hear
The
it
whole
from
bar's like on
outside.
stage at this point.
Yeah, it's a great time.
Yeah, we're too caught up.
Rick, you manage to skirt in past the bar. Vyman doesn't see you because you're actually below the ledge of the bar, so you keep it low. You scurry across and you parkour your way up the stairs.
Yep.
And into
Do
a
you
room.
consider yourself? How do you feel about yourself being described as scurrying? Do you feel like a scurrier?
I'm a scurrier.
You are a scurrier. Okay.
Sniff and flinch.
I can say I scurry, but no one else can say I scurry.
It's how I feel every
No.
time Evil One mentions that my character is waddling somewhere.
I'll head up and head to bed.
Okay.
Have a nightcap.
And thank you. That was Kissed by a Rose by Seal, who is an actual seal in this world.
Selkie, yeah. You make your way.
Yeah, I
Rick,
met him once.
Rick, you notice that the door to the room that that was going to be Sebastian Haas's is closed. But you make your way into your own room. Jump up on the bed.
Kick the shoes off, take the jacket off, loosen the tie, climb into bed.
The bed's comfy. It's a really nice down top mattress. The blankets aren't scratchy. It's got a big comforter. But
I put my revolver under the pillow.
You put your revolver under the pillow. It's nice, lightweight. It's nice here. It smells. Even the sheets smell kind of floral as well, kind of like jasmine.
He'll go straight off to sleep with that.
Okay. That's too
Does he
intense.
sleep like a puppy? Does he like curl up in a ball, or does he sleep like a person?
Oh, he's splayed out snoring.
I love the fact that you needed to know that. You're like, I need to know.
Oh, I do.
It's character. It's
Wait.
character building.
Yeah.
Does he sleep with his little belly, his little fluffy belly,
And his
exposed to
little
the ceiling?
paws like running in the air.
No.
He's doing so good.
And even if you caught him, he'd deny it.
His tail might be hanging out the bed swishing, but that's about it.
Okay. A little bit more time passes. Was Crisis... were you sharing with Crisis, Rick?
Yeah.
Hello, Kev. Okay, so after a while, Crisis makes his way upstairs and climbs into bed, but you don't notice because you are dead to the world, leaving Breeze, Sebastian, and Blake downstairs singing karaoke. Breeze, this is amazing. Are you having another drink, by the way? Are you the three of you having more drinks?
I'm so preoccupied by my performance, I couldn't possibly have one in the middle.
Okay. What about
I think I might, because I am getting the bar riled up. I'm getting everybody like absolutely obsessed with this performance. I'm very much doing the thing where I'm kind of working the crowd and just being like, so that everybody wants to sing, everybody's getting on stage, people are joining in for like duets.
Yep.
Trio.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
like basically group singing. I'm doing that thing, and occasionally people, if I'm offered a drink, I'll have one.
Okay.
What was the word for three people singing there?
What is it? What is it? I don't know.
A trio?
triplet?
I was gonna say. I was gonna say.
Trifecta?
No, that's not what it is. That's three paintings.
Try trio.
Yeah, but it didn't seem right. Like it's.
I don't think it's a trio either.
No, because a trio is like it's if you say, oh, there's a trio singing, but what is it to say that a trio is singing? Like they are
It's a boy band at that point.
A triplet.
No.
No, she just.
Oh,
Okay.
shut down.
I love the fact that this is this potentially is a thing that Breeze is actually thinking about. As I'll get you to roll me another Constitution saving throw, Breeze.
Okay. This is this is not. Yep. No. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. You now have a disadvantage on your perception checks going forward, but everyone seems to be having a great time. What about you, Blake? Are you having another drink?
I ain't seen nothing.
I'm gonna hold off on another one at the moment because I feel like I'm embarrassing myself enough performing next to Sebastian. I don't need to be drunk quite yet.
Okay, cool.
The crowd loves him.
Okay,
They don't
so
like you as much. Actually,
I know.
So it's weird that you're saying
I
something
know
embarrassing.
all three of you have one level of drunkenness, so it's fine. You guys are having a great time. How long do you stay downstairs singing and razzing up the crowd? And you actually make a real night of it too. So
Not a obscenely long time. Maybe at least like an hour.
okay.
No, I think
Eventually-
it's been way longer than an hour though, because with everybody leaving and coming back and going halfway across town, and us seeing him, I think.
Way longer than an
because-
hour.
Come on, it's an early. We got back kind of early because we didn't even go on our pub crawl. So I think it's been a few hours, but it's not like constantly drinking. It's more.
Would you like to be in bed
mood
before
thing.
or after midnight?
I'm easy. If the other two are having fun, I'm probably gonna sneak off the stage at some point. But I'm happy to keep vibing with the crew.
Yeah, Blake, do you have a ethereal connector number so we can contact you in the morning?
I don't know. Do I, God?
I don't know. Did you buy a phone?
Did you buy a phone?
Oh yeah, I had one, but I broke it. I break one like
Oh, for
almost every
fuck's
week.
It's what happened to me.
I like that as you ask that question, Sebastian's like, oh, do you have an EC number? And Blake's like, oh, no, I break my phone all the time. And Breeze is like, me too!
I like pull out like a broken phone. I'm like, yeah, they're just not really Blake proof, if I'm being honest.
I gave mine to Hasa. He can probably fix yours too. Although he's taking his time about it.
Well, do you want to meet us back here after you've slept this off in the morning so that we can... If you're going to be helping us on our little trip?
Yeah, I'm happy to come back. What time are you guys thinking is the main thing.
It's nearly midnight, so 9.
We'll go with 9.
Bit of breakfast.
So we're having breakfast all together
No,
now?
no. No, I will have to have breakfast. You can do what you want for breakfast. You can make your own plans.
All right, yeah, that sounds good. We can meet up again at 9. Are we wrapping up here now?
Yes.
All right, I have one more drink before I go.
Okay,
I
roll
got to
me
have
con
one for the
save.
road.
And you notice that Breeze didn't actually get on the stage and sing at any point during karaoke night.
Yes, I was very pointedly noticing that.
Yeah, I'm not impressed by this.
It's okay. You leave the tavern feeling buzzed, but not too drunk. So it was a good night. It was a good night. The crowd seemed to pick up. There were some pixies and some mycelium there, and a couple of Loxodon came in and stopped by.
Mycelium, are they fun guy?
Yes, they are fun guys.
No, Loxodon, aren't they elephant?
Loxodon are the elephant people. Mycelium are, they're kind of
The
like...
fun guys.
Well, they're like the mushroom people, but they're more like a collective of spores that all inhabit one body. So they're more fungusy.
Are they single?
They don't see themselves
They're a
as
hive
singular.
mind?
They're a hive mind.
If we're going
They're funny.
anyway, I would like to cast my invoke duplicity to give myself a piggyback out of here.
As you go to head upstairs, Breeze and Sebastian, you see Blake summon doubles of himself and then give himself uppies and ride out of here like a jockey in a race.
I stare down with her and say, beautiful. And I go upstairs.
As you make your way upstairs, as you get to the top of the stairs and you make your way to your rooms, Breeze, you now have a room on your own because
A part of me thinks that she goes in like hopeful, thinking that she's gonna see Professor in their bed, and like she walks in like
it's completely
And-
made as you hear a bang next door as Sebastian, you go into your room and the door is locked.
I have a lot to do right now. Sorry, this might be a bit, guys.
No, that's okay. Sebastian ends up having to sit
Polite.
outside his door.
He's back.
Or he's back.
Crisis.
If I hear it though, I might turn. Are you okay, Sebastian?
I don't know if we're waiting for Crisis.
No, he can come back in when he's... Because at the moment,
Right, I'm
Crisis is
ready.
sleeping anyway, so...
I joined via my phone.
Oh, jeez! Welcome
Yeah.
from the void.
Yeah.
Very
Okay,
pointedly waiting because I was gonna check in on Crisis before I got to my room.
Crisis, I
But
think
was
we
skipping
deemed
it
had
'cause
already
he
gone
wasn't
to...
here.
Yeah,
But he's here now, so you go.
Well, I mean, I could do something real quick. Well, I guess I'm waiting for my internet to come fucking back up.
Well, there's just gonna be a small knock on the door and see if anybody's awake in the Rick and Valcor queen bedroom.
Crisis... Yeah, Crisis, you're laying in bed. You're lying in bed listening to this. This is not the first time you've heard this.
Who am I sharing the room with?
Rick.
So instead of lying in bed, I would like to be disassembling my rifle and cleaning it real quick. And
Sure,
while I am doing that,
Mm.
I would actually like to pull out the artifact and set it by the window so I can be looking at it while I am cleaning my gun, just thinking.
The artifact, are you talking about the one that Blake gave you?
Blake gave me
What artifact are you talking about? Please.
the flag. I would like to summon it, I guess is the correct.
Okay, yeah. You take off your pendant.
Yes. Wrap
And
it from my hand and I will hold it for a moment and
internet.
yeah, I know.
So you'll hold it for a moment and place it just on a side table next to the window so you can look at it while you're cleaning your gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to think about what I saw today.
As you are cleaning your rifle, you hear a gentle tap on the door.
Yeah.
Crisis, it's Sebastian.
Come on in, bud.
And her quietly hearing the snoring.
Oh, you ain't gonna come.
The tail's twitching off the edge of the bed.
How you doing, Crisis?
I mean, I didn't die, and I didn't get a lung full of poison like you did, so better than fucking you. No offense.
Well, physically, maybe, but... I mean, are you okay?
Fine as I'm gonna be.
Not something you want to talk about?
Nah, not in particular.
I get that. But...
Anything you want to talk about?
Not really.
Well, there you go.
But if you're going to be the bastard son's bodyguard, I just want to make sure that you're gonna be okay.
Yeah, I can still shoot straight. No friend from foe.
Well, if you ever need someone to talk to, I'm pretty good about this sort of stuff.
I appreciate it.
And you let me know when if you ever stop knowing friend from.
Trust. I know who my foes are.
What's the artifact look like? Says Zach.
um. Well, Deegan has a picture of it if she would like to show it.
It is a large standard. Red, gold. Give me 1 second to pull it up so I can actually reference it properly. It's a standard of red and gold. It's got gold stars on it. It looks almost a little bit like a house banner of a noble house. You've seen similar banners like this that seem to have house colours and stuff like that. Give me a second. I have it right here. This is a problem. Should have had it in front of me, but I don't.
Should be at the ready.
I know, I should be ready for anything.
Hey, when I go to click Discord open again and I accidentally click on Steam. That has to open, then I have to close it.
More
I'll
stuff.
teach you to call me a trash panda.
Oh, God.
There in the flag there is some wording. I hope I remember it right off the top of my head.
Yes. So it is a black, blue, red, gold banner. In the center seems to be a clenched fist with a almost like it's clenching a symbol of either a sun or a moon. You're not really sure, but it has the words across the knuckles. It has truth, vengeance, and underneath on the banner underneath it says in hope, justice, in valor, victory, written in scarlet threads. On one side it seems to have a wolf howling at the moon on one side. On the other it appears to have a on the bottom right it seems to have a sword of some description, and in the center a pair of wings, pair of luminous wings. But yeah, it looks kind of like a battle standard almost. You will have seen standards like this at in noble houses, in religious places, but this one seems to be quite worn. Like wherever it hung, it was either hung there a long time ago or it has seen damage. There are patches of it that look very well worn. A few areas on it look a little singed even, like it was torn from a wall and someone attempted to burn it.
If I were to borrow knowledge history, would I know anything more about the standard? Beyond
You
its,
can attempt to.
Visual representation.
Yeah, you can definitely attempt to.
As Sebastian is looking this over, I'll just continue talking to him. The standard is weird, because I'll be honest, you're probably the first person to know this about me. I woke up with this thing wrapped around in my hand one day, and that's how I came into the world. Ain't got no memories prior to it. Middle of a dusty ass temple. So I carry it with me because I guess it's important. Little beads I usually have wrapped around my hand. That's what that is. Just in a transfigured form, I guess, which is easier for me. But I ain't got no idea who these ones belong to. It's mine now, I guess.
You're lucky, Sebastian, because you do know exactly who this banner belongs to. It is a religious banner, and you have seen it hanging around. You've actually seen it hanging around Seeker's Respite, actually, over in the area over by the Forest of Valor, the entrance towards the Forest of Valor. This banner is actually hung all over the place by the adventurers guilds that watch over the Forest of Valor, because this is the standard for Karada, the god of valor.
Karada, god of valor. Standard represents.
Karada, god of valor. Karada.
Coriander, god of health.
What do you know about the god of valor, Sebastian?
Looks to God. What do I know about the god of valor?
How religious are you?
I mean, Sebastian's never put much stock in gods, but if it's something that's around Seeker's Respite and it would have been taught in Kalashtar school, then that's really about as much as you know.
Yeah, the only reason I'm asking is because how much attention would have you paid more specifically?
I mean, Sebastian's one of those students that, like, didn't really try, but still was somehow, like, really smart at everything.
Okay.
So, like, even if he wasn't, like, studying the god, he still remembers what he was told and was able to do that for tests and stuff.
All right, so what you would have known is Karada is only a newly ascended god. He only ascended to godhood in the last 800 years or so. He is known to be the godson of the goddess of chaos, deemed to be the the grandson of the god of order and balance. His parentage is unknown, but he apparently helped prevent the merge along with several notable figures, including Hasa's great-grandfather, Farouk. So
Here's what
basically,
Sebastian says to Crisis.
here's what Sebastian says to Crisis. There you go.
Copy, paste.
All right.
I can show everyone else as well now. Here you go. That's what the banner looks like.
That gives me some things to think about. Thanks.
Of course, no, anytime. And if you ever want to get that memory thing helped with, I should be able to give you a hand with that, I reckon. Not on tonight, but Maybe we
How's
should trust each other a bit more.
How would you help? I mean, I've talked to a few people. And most of them just say, try to hit your head the same way you hit it the first time, and I try not to listen to those people.
Well, let's just say I'm somewhat proficient in the arts of the mind.
Damn, head game strong.
You have no idea.
As I said,
Next
once we trust each other a bit more.
next time something comes up, I'll come to you for some help.
You have some stuff to think about, Crisis. Enjoy your night. Staring at Rick snoring. Come on, Boom Meadow. That's our P worthy of inspiration.
You think he needs inspiration for sleep? You know what? Fine. You can have DM inspiration, Valcor. Fine. Flatulence.
We'll exit their room.
You exit the room. Do you go to your own room now?
Yep. I go to my own room. Attempt it. It's locked. I 100% would have given the key to Hasa
Yep.
and I'll give the door a quick knock. Oh my god.
You are dead to the world, Hasa.
Cool. Nighty night.
There's no
Like,
response.
Or looks over to Breeze's and Bow's room. Sidles over the bat door and gives it a soft knock.
Breezy already in bed asleep.
I am muted. When I heard the knock on the door, because I was sort of sadly looking at Bow's bed, like being like, huh, hope they're okay. And so when I hear a knock at the door, I say, Bow?
Sebastian.
Not the first or last time Sebastian has disappointed a girl.
Oh,
Oh! Rude!
Alright, I failed a couple throws from that one.
You take psychic damage.
Oh, yeah, no, of course. I'm not disappointed. Come in.
The fact
Okay.
that she says I'm not disappointed fills you with disappointment.
No, enough.
I just
Yeah.
keep seeing my Discord's MS drop to red bars. I'm like, oh my fucking god. We'll open the door, leaning against the top of the frame.
Eyes
I've,
shadowed by smoky lenses.
Yeah, still wearing the sunglasses.
Uh-huh.
I've been locked out of my room.
I squint a little bit because guys have used this line on me before. I, out of character, know it's true, but do I in character know it's true? Can I roll?
Yeah, you can roll a perception.
Or insight?
Well, insight, yep.
Should I roll a persuasion check?
I feel like you're being honest, so...
Oh god, please don't persuade your way into a room.
I assume... Well, I know that you're being honest. You have been locked out of your room. Yeah, Breeze, he actually seems to be being genuine.
Well, that's
It's
what
not-
I mean. It's like Sebastian's such an enigmatic figure, like even in something as simple as this. you might
Exactly.
not-
I think.
Okay, all right.
Zero persuasion.
Roll a persuasion
You
to
can tell
tell
you're
the
lying,
truth.
Because what I think I usually think of persuasion for telling the truth and deception for lying.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. 10.
I don't know.
Not terrible,
I-
not great.
You can stay in the bed, that bed over there, but if Bao comes back, you have to leave.
Of course.
And then I'm gonna quickly step out the room and just knock on the door that they're supposed to be.
On Haas's
So if
door.
we could just to double check that he.
You just hear a little on the door. Haasa, roll perception to see if you. Nope, you're dead to the world.
Right. Okay, he's telling the truth then. I said, yeah, yeah, no problem. You can stay here.
Dice wingman than me. Well, it's very kind of you, Breeze.
You don't.
I understand today was a disappointment, but I hope there's at least a little bit of fun in the end.
It's okay. It wasn't. I mean, I don't know why I thought that could be my life. I don't go to this university. I wasn't on a pub crawl. Not really. Yeah. So.
Breeze,
I mean, I have a library card now, and that's something, right?
you know you're not home anymore. There's no chauffeur or parent or teacher standing here telling you what to do.
I know. I've been on my own for 2 weeks. I know what it's like to be alone. I've been on my own for 2 whole weeks. I know.
We're here.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm following you around like a fucking puppy dog because I have nowhere else to go.
Well, then we have that in common.
Well, at least I'm not the saddest girl at the party.
Pretty girls don't cry in public.
Can't wait for the debut of Breeze's solo, though.
We'll see. I mean, we're still trying to get the band together, right? We'll see.
We'll see. And pulls out the paper out of Bao. I'm sure Bao's okay.
I hope so. Yeah.
That little guy, he seems like someone who can take care of himself.
Yeah, he seems like he has 9 lives.
Honestly, the way he acts, I'm sure he's got 1,000.
I should get some sleep. Please don't be one of those dudes who insists on sleeping naked, because...
Wouldn't dream of it.
Okay.
Are you one of those? Because I have to
Oh
insist.
no, I insist on sleeping naked. Yes, I pretend to start taking off my clothes, and then no.
Sebastian calls the bluff and stares at her with a smirk. Yeah.
Oh, now that you're calling me bluff.
Oh no.
Come on, we're playing chicken now.
No, she sees the grin on his face. Like, oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Good night, Sebastian.
He's standing in the middle of your room. It's dark. He's still wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that he's really creepily leering behind it. You know, he's still wearing sunglasses. Good night, Sebastian.
I'll keep it down. I hope you don't mind. I have some bit of work before bed. On my side of the room.
This is not a very big room, so whatever you're doing, I'll probably be able to hear it.
Someone is going to horny jail if this keeps up.
What work could you possibly have to do on your side of the room, Sebastian?
Oh, I have some personal work.
Oh, I don't like how you said that. I don't like that. Straight to horny jail.
Hands-on work. Yeah.
Perhaps you should perhaps you should save that for another day, Sebastian.
Oh, it needs to be taken.
I'll probably be able to hear you because this room isn't very big. So I'm going to go to bed. Please keep it down. And
Down, boy, down.
don't make a mess, okay?
Oh no!
I'll try to be silent.
You make your way over to the desk, because there is a desk in this room, to one side.
Obviously, I don't need. I'm not going to turn on the light. I can work in pitch black.
Okay.
So, to go down the laundry list,
Yep.
basically, Ritualing cast Detect Magic.
Yep.
To inspect the coin that was given to me by Blake,
Okay.
Bow's hat, and the goat symbol.
Yep.
And
The goat symbol.
so, I will say throughout this process, Breeze will hear the occasional muttering and slight flashes and sparks that kind of light up the room occasionally for what is probably going to be like the next 30 or so minutes.
Okay. So first things first.
I will try to. I do have disadvantage on perception, but I will try to listen in on what he's saying.
Well, it was only for an hour, so by that time you will have sobered up. So yeah, it's just like alcohol. You after an hour, you kind of sober up a bit for every level of drunkenness you've got. So it's been enough, long enough that you will have sobered up. So you do see these kind of flashes and stuff like this as he's casting magic.
You're hearing mutterings like it's along the same lines of the mutterings you've heard him casting like other things that you might assume are magic. So he's gone like Deferende, Ducto, Intelligo.
Right. Oh, that sounds metal as fuck.
Sebastian, you cast Detect Magic on the coin specifically.
Well, so Detect Magic is just for 10 minutes, so I can use it on all three simultaneously.
So your first thing you look at is the coin. It is a gold coin that has a spiral symbol on it. The only thing it seems to have is an illusion, which seems to be on the writing that seems to be flashing over and over in different languages. What is it saying on the coin, Blake?
I don't know. I don't speak that language.
Yep.
What language is it in? It might have to wait until comprehend languages gets returned.
No. It's okay because it is cycling through different languages, and it doesn't matter if you don't speak the exact language it's showing at that time. Eventually, it changes over to another language, and it literally says, "I don't know. I don't speak that language."
All right.
Yep.
Breeze will hear like that, a little chuckle as he's holding the coin with the 21 perception.
Yeah, it just seems to be a gold coin of some description with just that little illusion that keeps saying, I don't know, I don't speak that language.
Okay. The hat?
The hat is significantly more interesting. It seems to have give me a second. Make sure I've got the right school of magic for you.
I will say while you're looking that up, like with this hat, it's being treated with great care. Like since it's a paper hat, he's making sure not to crumple it. There's some dirt on it. He's like brushing that off since it was in the street, and like just making sure it's very much not going to be destroyed by any kind of inspection. Yeah, as of right now.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I'm just looking. Would you believe me if I told you I can't remember? It's not message, it's the bigger one. More powerful one.
Sending,
thank you. I couldn't remember the
That
name
would
of the
be
spell.
Evocation.
Evocation, yes, you are correct. Yes, it has an evocation spell on it, but it is a very powerful evocation spell. You actually start to see sigils all over all of these glowing sigils lighting up. They're invisible to the naked eye, but they are very, very powerful evocation sigils, as well as spells pertaining to, as well as illusion magics and things like this. They seem to be kind of a mishmash of all these kind of spells. And you see through your magical vision as you're staring at it, it starts to kind of softly throb with a blue glowing light. Not dissimilar to when your phone gives you an alert that you have a voicemail waiting.
Now, with these sigils, are they standard magical sigils, or do they look pointedly like the same sigils I would have seen in the library of the sigil magic?
Yeah, the sigil magic.
Ooh. Okay. And you said it glows as if it's received a message?
Yeah, like there's a message waiting, or it's like someone's on hold or something.
It throbbed softly.
Shh.
Damn flashlight.
Stop.
Well,
Oh, I don't like that one.
Continue, Sebastian.
I'll come back to that one once I've cast both Identify and
Yep.
Comprehend languages on that, so I'm not like putting on a hat that's going to disintegrate me.
Okay.
But yeah, so detect magic on the tattoo.
On the tattoo. All right. Yes. The goat skin
goat
tattoo.
that was on the unicorn.
Yep. You pull this. You pull that out. The tattoo radiates with necrotic magic. Necrotic magic is. This is not me having to figure out which school of magic everything is.
Could I take a shot in the dark and say
Hey,
necromancy?
necromancy?
Necromancy. Yeah, thank you. Ha! I'm not having a bad day.
We're really not, May.
It is necromancy. Yes, very much necromancy. There is also transmutation as well. Yeah, it is very much dark, powerful, incredibly powerful necrotic magic, necromantic magic.
Alrighty then. I think we'll go with the Identify next, because I might need to use Comprehend languages to even understand what's going on with the hat while it's in use.
Okay.
So, Identify on the coin.
Yep. It's coin. The illusion spell is literally just to have the text cycling.
So I'd know if there's any like spells affecting it
Yep.
as well.
There's no spells affecting it whatsoever. It's just a coin.
Okay. Just making sure it's not a fucking tracking device. Identify on the hat.
Identify on the hat. In as much as you can tell,
You learn
it
its
seems to be a
properties,
communication device.
How to use them, and whether any spells are affecting it.
In terms of the spells affecting it, you get the vague sense that they are kind of like sending spells and things like this. Because the magic isn't standard magic, it does throw things off a little bit. But there is a number of spells. For a very simple structure, this paper hat seems to actually be a very complex device that requires you to be asleep, in which it transports your mind to a different plane of existence within the plane of dreams for the purposes of communication.
Oh boy.
Yes.
That brings back fun memories. And it doesn't need attunement. Like I know
Nope,
how to
no
use it and
attunement
know that
whatsoever.
all I got to do is put it on my head and go to bed.
Yeah, you just need to put it on your head and go to sleep.
Okay, identify on the goat brand.
On the goat brand, it is a transmutation sigil for the purpose of it was basically enacted by touch, and the purpose of it was to insert corruption and control over a creature. Almost
Okay.
similar to a kind of twisted version of a Gias.
And no extra senses of familiarity.
There are senses of familiarity, but those senses of familiarity come from within you, not from you, if that makes sense.
Yeah. All right, and lastly, comprehend languages.
Comprehend languages?
Yep. I don't think I could use this on the tattoo.
No, the tattoo is just a tattoo of a goat's head.
Yep. Coin, you said that doesn't matter because it all says the same thing, just various different languages.
Yeah, and what it says is, I don't know, I don't speak that language.
All right, and then the most poignant one, the hat.
The hat, they are just sigils per se. It's not really a language because they're magical symbols per se, but you get the impression that it is a communication device. That's what you get from it, basically. It doesn't really have any phrases or anything like that that spell it out. It's just you kind of get that idea that this hat was made by someone specifically for Bao, for communication.
Did I get the sense that somebody else can be brought in? Like, can I make this a three-way call?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Sorry, can't include Breeze.
I mean, it depends. As long as both of you are touching the hat.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, if I grabbed...
Oh, yeah, no.
If I
I was thinking, like, if you cast sending, blah, blah, or whatever. No. But,
No.
yeah, as long as you are both touching it when you go to sleep, you will find your consciousness wherever it goes.
I'll look over and see if Breeze has fallen asleep.
I like to think Breeze is just sitting there staring at you in the darkness.
I was say, she's pretending to be asleep.
Okay, you're pretending to be asleep.
So I put
Roll
her
a
on
performance.
Wow, like I expected. A
That's-
9.
Way worse than my passive perception.
I'm like doing like slightly elaborate stories, like, aren't you? like ridiculous, like, oh, I'm so asleep from things, and it's just way too much.
I'll make sure to put the goat's head tattoo like in a pocket away from
You put the skinned piece of skinned piece of wildebeest, unicorn flesh in your pocket.
Yeah, it's in one of my cargo pants pockets.
Yep,
Where do you think I was keeping it?
exactly.
It's in like a little handkerchief that's in the pocket.
Yep, you tuck it in your pocket.
Breeze, I know you're faking.
What gave me away?
You know, I'm just that perceptive. I've been looking at...
It was the hunk chew, wasn't it? I should have said hunk chew. As soon as I said it, I would have done. Nobody says hunk chew.
Well, I mean, after this, I can take you into Crisis and Rick's room, and you can get some real first-hand training for how real sleeping snore goes.
Wait, what?
Rick snores like a wildebeest.
Raccoon? Even better. Why did you disturb my slumber?
Well, I've been looking at our friend's hat. Bao's hat.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's a communication device.
Well, that makes sense.
Well, it's a communication device that currently has a call waiting.
Well, that's rude. that's for him.
Well, we don't know where he is, and this might help us with that.
Maybe he doesn't want to be found.
Maybe he's trying to contact us right now.
Through his own hat?
Maybe.
There are easier ways to contact us. He knows exactly where we are.
Maybe he's in a
Feels like-
position where he can't get to us right now.
This feels like an invasion of privacy. Can you tap into the call waiting and say, hey, is this for us? I don't... How did you tap into it? What are your methods? Can you check the intent behind the call?
Well, when the way it's used is you go to sleep wearing the hat, and it will... Have you ever been to the dream world, Breeze?
No.
Well, that's where it takes you. And from what I know, secondhand knowledge, if they don't want to continue the call with us, they can cut the connection, and no privacy will be invaded.
So you want me to sleep with you and dream?
You have a way with words, Breeze. But-
I'm sorry that the way that you say everything sounds...
Sus.
Well, if you wanted to come with,
You want to take me to Dreamland? I don't know. I think I am worried about them. I am worried about he's. We didn't know each other long, but he also seems like he can handle himself in a way, and I just don't want to intrude on it. Let's do it. I put the hat on. Now what?
well, we both hold on to the hat and go to sleep.
Now this feels like okay. So I have to like hold this hat. So I was like, hey, let's sleep in separate beds. And now he's like, no, we have to hold on to this hat and sleep in the same bed.
Sebastian needs to change his name. He's the Wizard of Oz. Look at him go. The Velociraptor.
This feels like
Sure, go for it.
Oh, this paper hat. We have to cuddle it in bed. Also, our clothes will get in the way. How
Don't get in the
weird.
way. Our clothes are an impediment.
It's very important to connect to the dream world. We have no earthly possessions blocking it.
Sebastian is the guy that came up with if we're stuck in the snow, we've got to cuddle naked. It's the only way.
Sebastian, Breeze is looking at you really dubiously, like you are sus right now.
I'll roll another persuasion check and see how sus I am.
My man, Sassy Barker.
Yeah, no, I'm
Boy,
like,
game's not winging me at all.
I'm like, Sebastian, how about you dream alone tonight? And I turn over and go to sleep.
I like to think that Breeze watches you cast guidance on yourself before
Yes,
trying to.
That's true, actually. You have to. I can see you cast guidance, and I'm like, you slowly just point to yourself, and you're like, guidance, and then you're like, yeah, this is legit. And like, yes, this is super legit, Sebastian. How about you go to bed, and I go to bed too, in our separate beds. Good night.
The dreaming. Who will do the dreaming?
99.
Okay.
Sebastian's going to do some dreaming.
Oh, Rick.
It's better this way anyway, you know.
Okay.
Let's go solo dream over here.
Oh my goodness, that's all yes.
So, you lay in bed. You toss and turn for a bit, but eventually you manage to settle down and fall into a slumber. Breeze watching you suspiciously to make sure that you don't do anything weird.
I feel like we're
by the
past
way-
the weird stage.
By the way, for for Breeze's sake, he's gone to bed with his sunglasses on.
Well, the real question is, are the Crocs still on?
Of course, the Crocs are still on.
He's got his
No,
bedtime Crocs. These ones are fabric.
As long as
Oh,
he
he
just-
changes into his
As
bedtime
long as he
Crocs?
doesn't
Oh
just
my.
lay down on his back and cross his arms over his chest too, because, jeez.
No, it's,
That was appropriate for Sebastian.
puts the hat on, arms behind the head in like
Oh,
a
this is
really
hot.
really relaxed posture.
Posture. Yeah.
Taking the Crocs off. They're kicked off at the foot of the bed,
Dogs are out. I like it. I
Yeah.
like it.
and sunglasses on, wearing the
hat.
the
over.
hat.
Yep.
The
Dunce
Velociraptor
cap.
strikes again.
Looking a little bit like a unicorn as you gently fall into a sleep. Breeze, you do notice there's a weird moment of transition where Sebastian's breathing evens out, and then just momentarily, just a little circular sigil of 3 interlocking rings just glows briefly blue. As you watch as a fuzzy gold rat leaps out of Sebastian's pocket and runs out the door
With money?
with money. Little coin.
Okay, this might be too meta. Is it possible to intercept the rat at any point in time? Would I have to do something in the Twitch channel to intercept the rat?
No, you can.
I in-game?
You can attempt to grab the coin.
No,
rat.
no. After what he just tried on me, that perv, I will let the
The coin rats
Guys,
rob him.
Breeze
need this
also
money.
steals money from him.
Man, those coin rats, they're getting more and more vicious every day. They got 20 this time, jeez.
I swear there was like 50 of them. Like, it was weird. You're asleep.
So, Sebastian, what were you going to say?
I guess the other question would be if Breeze were to touch the hat mid communication, if that would do
No.
anything.
Well, you do see the sigil.
sorry.
You do see the sigil light up, like it's 3 interlocking rings, in a little triangle kind of shape, and it does start to glow, just very faintly blue, as Sebastian falls into a dreaming slumber. Do you interact with it at all, Breeze?
No, I hate this because I want to. But I just completely say after he had his weird attempts, I turned my back on him and like faced the wall and went to sleep. So I think I may see a blue glow behind me. And I'm just like, oh, it's another one of his tricks.
Okay.
And I go to
He's putting
sleep.
so much into this performance.
Meanwhile, for you, Sebastian, everybody else is having a wonderful sleep. You're having a great time. Sebastian, you find yourself standing in a field. It's got a kind of soft, cotton-like purplish grass. It is swaying in a breeze that you can't feel.
Me?
Not that kind of breeze.
Exactly, a breeze that he can't feel.
Oh!
And there is a gentleman there. He's, I believe, 5'11" roughly. He appears to be a grey tiefling with darker grey patches, dark grey hair, standing atop a boulder in this, kind of looking up at the sky. The sky itself appears to be a swirling amalgamation of differing colours, shooting stars, kind of like a Technicolour. You very much get the perception of that phrase, a Technicolour dream, that is also mixing with like this cosmos kind of sky to it. Planets that are too close, shooting stars and comets, and kind of darting around above his head appear to be these flashing green and blue glittering lights, and he's standing atop there holding a very long-necked, what looks like a butterfly net. As you kind of find yourself coming to a solid state, he kind of stops and he turns and he kind of cautiously looks at you. Well, you're not who I expected.
Neither are you.
Who are you?
I'm a friend of Bao's.
You're not a ninja, are you?
No.
Good. Did tell him to stay away from ninjas. Okay, next question. Why do you have the hat?
He lent it to me.
Okay, try again.
He left it behind.
Sounds more likely. Why? He's not in trouble, is he? Oh, please don't let him be in trouble. If he's in trouble, then I have to tell Elpheus, and if I tell Elpheus, then I'm going to be in trouble because I let him do this. He's not in trouble, is he? You're taking way too long to answer. This is a little terrifying for me.
He's up to some trouble.
Ooh.
Good trouble as in he's causing pranks and, you know, it's kind of harmless, or bad trouble as in he's tied up somewhere by ninjas and most likely being infected or killing tiny frog babies.
It's very
Uh,
specific.
No, he's not specifically doing that.
Okay, you said not specifically doing that. Well, I mean, is it kind of he's not doing that, or he's kind of doing that but not really doing that? Like,
Honestly, I don't know. He's run off on his own and
oh
has stolen
dear.
away into the night.
Oh dear. And he didn't take the hat.
I would say this is worrying, but he also did the same thing earlier today and came back on a pair of scooters. So I guess it's up to you to decide whether Bao is someone that needs to be worried about.
It depends on who you ask. Personally, I think he's big enough and old enough that he could go out and see the world. Elpheus, not so much.
And so I'm hearing so much about this Elpheus, and you are?
Nemo. I'm Nemo. You take forever to talk. This.
Sorry, I'm the IRL Zach is currently searching to see. There we go.
Yes.
So you're Dada.
I mean, Dada, Daddy, Papa. It kind of varies.
I hope this isn't too offensive, but you and Bao don't exactly look alike.
Okay. Have you never heard of adoption or awakening?
Well, I've heard of the first, perhaps not the second.
I mean, it's a kind of a process that you kind of do, especially if, you know, you want to create a sentient creature and bring things to life and look after them and think that you're more than capable of looking after a small child, and then you find out that you're not really capable of looking after a small child, but, you know, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
So, what you're telling me is Bao actually is a cat.
Yes.
Ah. That explains quite a lot.
I mean, yes, he is Professor Smells, yes.
And again, out of character, have I heard of these two?
Historically, yes.
Am I getting, am I flashing back to previous history and being like, man, this guy was with, the Karudo person and
The Karada
Haas's
person, and
Karada,
Farouk person, and Billy Bob,
Haas's
and all
grandfather.
names of heroes for that places around Seeker's Respite was named after. So yes.
What do I know have happened to these two? Because that was 1,000 years ago, and the only reason why I know that one of them, or two of them now, are still alive is because one's a god and the other one's a
Not
immortal
gods.
being.
They.
Well, the Karuda.
Oh, Karada is a god. Yes.
Yeah, these
Kara-
two. I'm like,
These two. The only thing that is taught about them is they are guardians of the dreamscape. Not much is known about them beyond that.
and their cat Professor Smells.
He's a cat.
Okay,
That is literally it.
he's a cat.
He's a cat. He went on their adventures with them when he was a kitten.
Well, I'd
Don't know what to
say
tell you.
your son is in rather similar company. He's with the Mistweaver's grandson,
Oh, that's good.
and I don't. This is a shot in the dark. I don't suppose you've heard of someone called Crisis that might be connected to a Corrida?
Yes, I have. Crisis is Karada's mother. We used to have tea, like afternoon tea, like I mean,
Maybe
it
not
was
the
kind
same
of.
Crisis. This one's a boy. I'm very perceptive. I think I would have noticed if they were a girl.
Oh, well, that's the only Crisis I know that has to do with Karada.
Karada's mother, you say?
Yes.
Is she alabaster skinned with white eyes and brown hair?
No, she's purple. Last time I checked, which would have been last Thursday, or was it Thursday 200 years ago? I don't know, time flows weird here. No, yes, she has purple skin and golden eyes and horns, really big horns, but she can be kind of terrifying. But at the same time, she's very brave.
Interesting. I don't suppose it's a family name that gets passed down from time to time.
Well, I don't think so. I don't know, and I can't ask Roland. It might be
Who's Roland?
her husband and Karada's father. I mean, there might be someone who knows, but I mean, you don't want me to, you don't want to meet her. No, you don't want to, no.
Well, I think I might know someone who might want to meet her. I don't suppose you have a way of contacting her? Or Roland?
Well, I mean, there might, depends. Can you talk with the dead?
Depends on where they are, I think.
Where the dead is, or where?
Where the dead are.
Well, I mean, he's dead. Roland is dead. I mean, not Eris. Eris isn't dead. And I mean, summoning her if you really want to summon her, but she's kind of been kind of cranky lately.
Yeah. So how would I get in how would I summon Crisis then?
Oh, well, you want to summon Crisis? Well, she's been dead for...
She's also dead.
Yes. And I don't know where Karada is. I haven't seen Karada for a day, 2 years. I'm not really sure. Like I said, time kind of flows weird here.
Yeah, I get that. Not technically my first foray here. Well, maybe to this portion. Okay, enough about that. So your Bao's dad.
Yes. Kind of.
And
I mean,
Elpheus is
yes.
also related?
Yes, he's Bao's dad.
Okay.
And my other half.
Well. Mm-hmm. Well, it's nice to meet the parents.
Parent, but yes.
Did one of you come late into the relationship after the adoption, or?
It's complicated.
It's sounding it, but I'm a very smart man.
I mean, 2 people, 1 mind, you know, that kind of thing. Trauma does that to a person.
Oh, different to what I was thinking then.
What were you thinking?
Well, I happen to know what it's like to have 2 people in one body, or something similar.
Wait, you also were taken like 8,000 years in the past and you know, by an eldritch being and to save the world?
God, I hope not. I'm a Kalishtar.
Oh!
Problem. I believed that the heroes of a millennia ago were on good terms with us.
I mean...
Suddenly in danger here.
No, you're not in danger. It's not really usual to see a Kalishtar. You don't dream, do you?
Nope.
That would explain why I don't recognize your brain.
No, we take forays into the dreamscape, but it's under the parentage, you might say, of our quarry.
Okay.
And it's not really the same thing. It's our own little corner of this world.
Generally places we don't go, yes, no. Don't like to. I usually stay here in the dream fields, yes. Making sure that, you know, the sanctuary is protected and all that.
What's the sanctuary?
A place where things are safe.
It's interesting.
In the dream world.
Well, we are friends here, Nemo. I'm sure you can trust me.
I was told not to trust anyone that I don't recognize.
Oh, I'm a friend of Bao's.
Yes, but anyone can wear the face of a friend. I learned that one a long time ago.
All right then, I won't push. Well then,
You're not going to tell Elpheus that you lost him, are you?
No, not a word, not unless he's listening in on this conversation.
Oh no, we're good. We're good. He's back at the workshop. This will just be our little secret, right?
Oh yes, I'm sure nothing bad's happened to Bao, and he'll turn up when he wants to turn up.
Yep.
My experience with cats is they kind of just do their own thing and just show up whenever they kind of feel like it.
Yeah, Elpheus was
about
worried
them.
about the fact that cats are trans-dimensional and just kind of move through spaces between spaces, and I didn't think it would actually happen if he went to the material plane, but you never know. He was a cat that was raised in the plane of dreams, so boundaries aren't exactly his strong suit.
Uh-huh. So you don't know me?
No, I don't recognize your brain at all. Nope.
My name is Sebastian.
Hi, Sebastian. And who's your friend? He points over your shoulder where there is a looming black shadow like a giant orb behind you, just over your shoulder.
It's kind of like the completely cordial conversation to who's your friend, and then Sebastian just freezing up and very slowly turning behind himself to see the black orb.
As you turn to look, roll me a wisdom save. It's like it all of a sudden the really pretty dreamscape has taken on that, that nightmare turn. Things have started to turn dark. There's kind of like violins starting somewhere in the distance. As you turn to look at the orb, Sebastian, it is like you are looking into the void itself, its swirling depths. There is a familiarity to it, because you have seen this kind of blackness as you have looked into your own eyes. There seems to be the movement of the cosmos behind it, but the spaces of darkness between, like the darkness between the stars. And it seems familiar.
Who are you? Where are they?
Are you ready to listen and do as you're told?
Only if you give them back. This has to be a two-way street here.
You help me, and you can have them back, completely unharmed.
Surprised you didn't make yourself properly known earlier. How do you want me to help you?
Follow the corruption, get the coins, and give me my body back.
Okay. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna need a little insurance, though, that you're gonna keep your word, though.
You're not dead. Take that as insurance.
Yeah, well, I would prefer that at least one of them be released at the moment.
You've done nothing to help me yet. Why should I?
They've done nothing to hurt you. And Sani was not supposed to be there. Wrong place, wrong time. He shouldn't be a part of this.
If you were following the rules, you shouldn't have been there either. The rules were there to keep you safe. Just be thankful it was me that found you.
Overbrimming with gratitude. I'm sorry, Nemo. I'm gonna have to cut this call short, but it was nice meeting you.
Yeah. Not sure what that is.
Don't worry about it. It's my problem.
Yeah, no,
Mistake I'll be fixing.
nope, don't believe you, but don't worry. We will fix this. Don't worry. Orpheus and I can help if you need.
It's my mistake to fix, and no one else's burden to take on.
Yeah, well, you're just a kid, mate.
I think you'll find I'm a lot more mature than you give me credit for.
Yeah, they all say that in the beginning. Well, if you need, just give us a call. And tell Bao that when he comes back, he's grounded for like 1,000 years.
Oh, will do.
Okay.
Will do.
Okay.
I'll make sure he's safe.
Good, good. And steer clear of ninjas and frogs.
That will do.
All right. You should wake up now.
Yep.
No, like, you should really wake up now.
Sebastian's gonna wake up now.
The question is this going to overlap with Breeze? This conversation was going on, and
Well,
there was a
all
bright
the
light.
ancient heroes of this world are so Australian. Sorry, Karen. I love that.
You saw the brief flash over your shoulder, but then you started to notice on the wall a creeping shadow that seemed to trickle down the wall like black veins. Did you roll over?
If I noticed that, I would have. Of course, I would. I'm not stupid.
Just
I'd be
ignore
like,
it
what
and
the
go
hell's
away.
this? I'm like creeping my veins. That's just another thing to get in my pants. Okay.
Breeze.
This is so lame. Yeah,
Breeze-
no, I would have
Breeze
been like, what the
cowers
hell's
sleeping
this?
in the corner.
Sebastian, as you roll over, this black inky shadow seems to be, and veins seem to be coming from Sebastian as you watch as Sebastian is starting to convulse.
I don't have any spell slots or anything.
You don't have to. You don't need spell slots. I will tell you this. You
That's
don't.
not even the point. But
Okay.
No, it's just in my head. Like I'm just thinking, what do I have in my, what can I do?
Yep.
She tries to be helpful, but yes, go on.
He's laying there convulsing, like he's starting to have a seizure.
I get a mage hand palpitations, like trying to make sure he's okay. No, fuck it. I think in my instinct, I'll just run over and just try and make sure he's okay.
Okay. So as you're making sure he's okay and he's shaking in your hands, not that you can see this because he's wearing fucking sunglasses, his eyes pop open.
Did his sunglasses slip at any point, or are they glued to his fucking face?
Do they move at all, Sebastian?
They are deliberately supposed to be rather tight-fitting.
Yep.
So unless it was like really violent convulsing, I don't think they would have slipped too much.
You might catch
unless-
the very top rim of his iris, which is this deep, swirling black cosmos before he kind of shoves his glasses back up. By the way, the street light that was outside that was suffusing into the room, you notice, Breeze, as soon as he wakes up, that creeping shadow vanishes and the room starts to brighten again.
I'm sorry to have crept into your bed like this.
Breeze,
But
if
you
someone
seem to
were
be
to find us like this, it would be scandalous.
you seem to be having a nightmare. I just wanted to comfort you.
Well, I do appreciate the comfort, Breeze, but
Oh no, don't worry. I'll get up.
Pleasant dream, actually.
Really? That's why vines of nightmare seem to creep across the room? And you convulsed? That's the sort of pleasant dreams you're used to having?
Well, wait till you see his nightmares then.
Exactly. But those are pleasant dreams for you, are they?
Yeah. Very pleasant, Breeze.
Well, that's unfortunate. I give him a peck on the top of his head, and I get off the bed. Are you going to sleep again tonight, or?
Well, as she gets
that
off, Sebastian will briefly grab Breeze's hand, kind of like in a reflex, but then quickly let go.
Are you done sleeping for tonight?
Takes off the hat. No, I'll just I'll go back to sleep.
And as you put the hat on the bedside table, Breeze, you deciding to go back to sleep?
I stare at the hat for a brief, long moment.
Before you both fall asleep, thus getting a long rest.
No, wait.
Okay.
Okay, no, I think I might put the hat on myself, but I also think, like, I don't want to take up more of the session, so a part of me is just like...
Do it!
I want to put the hat on. No, I bear it in mind. I will look at the hat, I'll take a long look at the hat, and I'll say, I've had a few too many to drink to myself. Maybe not tonight, but maybe another night. And I will look at the hat. In fact, I'll probably move this hat over to my bedside table.
Away from
I'll
you.
go to sleep.
Okay. And
Yeah.
as you roll over, you go to sleep, and we'll let everyone finally have their long rest. And we'll have, I know that there's half hour left, but we'll have a quick 5-minute break to go to the bathroom, have a drink. So we'll see you back in 5 minutes, everybody.
Young blood made of gold, a mind you can't control. Running wild, can't come down, my head is in the clouds. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now, do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. And we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this.
Children used to run and play. Look at all the mess we made. Guess I never know where it went wrong. Sometimes I feel like all that's said goes viral, then people forget. In this crazy world I don't belong. I see fire burning, but I close my eyes. I'd rather deny that. Everything is falling out of place. I see trees ripped from the ground, but nobody makes a sound. I see fire burning, but I'm fine. No, I'm nobody. We are not alone. There's more to life than this. Show me what you know. Take me to that place. I'm stuck within these walls. I need a quick escape. You know where I can go. Take me to that place.
We're back.
100% Sebastian knows what to do with
What?
everything. Wink, wink.
Okay.
And that's what we're back with.
And that is
Sebastian very
exact-
proficient.
Yes. However, the sun rises after a terrifying night in the dreamscape. However, the sun rises as everyone wakes up and starts going about their morning, getting ready for their day. First off the bat, Hasa, I need a con saving throw, please.
Woo.
Oh, good. No problems. Okay, what does everyone want to do?
I want breakfast, please.
You go downstairs.
But wait, is Sebastian still asleep when I wake up?
Didn't you only sleep for 4 hours?
I believe Breeze does only sleep for 4 hours.
I do. Fuck,
you're
I keep forgetting. I'm technically
100% up before.
I'm
You're
a ladron.
technically an elf.
technically an elf. Technically.
Hello, Tyrant Dungeon. I don't know how long you've been lurking, but you just missed a whole Elpheus section.
It is a
Not
tyrant.
Elpheus Nemo. Sorry.
Is it a dungeon for tyrants?
Yes, Nemo had a great time. It was great. Someone put on the hat. You'll have to go back and watch. I hope I did you justice.
Breeze grossly invaded Bao's privacy live on air.
I respected Bao's privacy. I said, no, this is Bao's private thing. Don't do it.
Get her,
Like,
Tyrant Dungeon.
screw the rules.
Get
I
her.
have money.
I know. Okay, so
Yeah, so I wake up super early, do some yoga.
do some yoga in the sunlight, in the sunrise of the,
In
a lovely
the room
morning.
with the creep.
A lovely morning.
No,
of
actually,
the spring
no.
fall.
I go to do it, and then I climb to the roof, and I look at him, and I'm like, I don't know if he's staring at me right now with those sunglasses. So I literally climb to the roof, do some yoga on the roof, and
Okay.
then go and have breakfast.
Okay. After you finish your yoga, you head downstairs for breakfast. In which, right, here's the Billy Goat Tavern menu. I believe it. Did everyone say that?
Okay.
Can everyone say that?
So I'm gonna get everything. I'm definitely getting egg and cheese hash brown waffles because I love eggs and I love hash browns.
There we go.
But
Is that you or is that Breeze that loves those things?
shit, yeah. What would Breeze love?
Yeah, I just show the breakfast. Oh no, open it up so everyone can see a bit.
Oh yeah, Breeze would probably get the film here.
The what?
It's a
As soon
cultured
as-
sour yogurt drink.
Yeah.
Whoever is the second person to come downstairs notices that Hasa is downstairs with like one of the booths already piled with everything on the breakfast menu.
Well, I was the first.
I'm
so
sorry
you-
for everybody that I make hungry.
Are you? You were doing yoga when you first woke up.
Yeah, but I only sleep for 4 hours.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
2 hours of spying on Sebastian, 4 hours.
So
of,
you make your way
going to sleep,
downstairs where you
half
see
an hour
Hasa sitting at in a booth with a number of plates already in front of him: tea, coffee, orange juice.
Yum, film milk. And I down my film milk.
You just love the fact that I've put a nice little word in for you. Yeah.
I do.
You sit down with your sour yogurt drink, and Breeze, I will say this: Hasa doesn't look crash hot. Like, he's kind of like a pale, purpley kind of grey anyway, but he's actually looking significantly more pale. He doesn't look well.
I think Breeze is a kind of a touchy person, and so she will just like see that somebody doesn't seem well. She'll just instinctively reach her hand across the table, grab his hand, and say, "You're okay. Rough night." And then she'll be like, "Ha ha, buddy. Rough night, buddy."
He was about to respond, and then you use the word "buddy," and he's like,
No, but then she takes it back. She takes it back. She does it back. Yeah, but
I mean, it was a little a little too much excitement, maybe. I'm not sure.
You still feel a little bit lightheaded, and your vision's still a little bit blurry, Hasa.
Feeling this is a bit strange for a morning for him, even after a pub crawl. I'm gonna dig into my field of blight-breaking knowledge, and I'm going to make a medicine check, if allowed, to diagnose the source of an ailment.
Yep. All right. Roll medicine.
Okay, medicine, and I can add double my proficiency bonus. So instead of a 4, it's a 6. So that's a dirty 20.
Yep. You can tell that the source of this ill feeling is from where the unicorn had stabbed you. The wound itself has kind of cleared up a bit, but you can feel that there is an infection that has set in.
That creature we fought, the weird, fucked up looking unicorn thing, I think that's the cause of this.
do you think that you're poisoned or cursed in some way? I mean, I know.
Does it
I'm still holding your hand,
feel
by the way.
medically like a poison, or is it a little different from a poison?
For the sake of this, you're technically poisoned. You're diseased. You're infected. But yeah, it's not so. Yeah, I think it's a poison.
Okay.
Yeah, poison makes sense.
I think there's some people at the Adventurers Guild who can. I think they have clerics on hand who may be able to help you with that.
Probably, yeah. So sooner we can get there, the better.
Yeah, I'll just finish my film, Joch. Wait for the that guy from the Adventurers Guild, and we can be on our way.
What do you make of that one?
He's very fun.
Yes, definitely quite lively, which is not.
I mean, I don't know if there's much to make of him. Does that sound? I don't mean to be mean. Does that sound offensive?
No.
Is there much to be made of him? He seems like he's good at his job, but also bad at his job.
Yeah, I gathered that as well. He's a bit strange. And not exactly as professional as what I would imagine a professional adventurer to be.
I squint just a little bit. Pretty sometimes too, right? I'm thinking about the woman form and the way like they like hugged a little bit.
I guess so.
Yeah. He looks really satisfied with the answer. You guess so, huh? Well, they should be here any minute. We told them to meet us at 9. So.
Perfect.
Why did you get every piece of food in the whole place?
Well, I woke up feeling like trash, and before I figured out the source of it, I just figured it was the night. So I figured everyone else might be feeling equally trash. And
Once I've had 3
help.
film yolks, I feel good to go.
Well, there we go.
That is a
Everyone
lot
knows-
of yogurt.
Everyone knows a bit of
So
film
much
milk
sugar.
helps
It really does.
day better.
Have I actually seen Breeze eat at all since the start of this game?
I don't think.
I think
Yeah.
she's done nothing but
Film
drink
yolks.
everything.
I
Liquid.
have a liquid diet. No, yeah, I don't know if I did. Oh, one thing actually, I was like, oh, did I? By the way, just she shakes herself off it. So you know, you went to bed. Did you have any weird? Did anything weird happen in your room? You know. How was your room? Was your room weird?
My room was fine. Why?
Same. Because I'm just weird. I ask that of everybody everywhere we go. Everybody knows. Oh, I grew up with Breeze. She always asks, "Was your room weird?" It's just the thing I ask. I'm just a weirdo.
I don't remember that being mentioned on the ferry.
You didn't? Wow, you don't listen to anything I say.
Roll for gaslighting.
I will.
Girl boss, gatekeep, gaslight.
Girl
Yeah,
boss gatekeep.
Yeah,
gaslight,
see, we
yes.
added new skills, which is like computers and sciences, but there's also gaslight, girl boss, and
Girl
gatekeep.
boss gatekeep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Breeze has
Can I
expertise
can I
in
add them?
those-
Can I add all of those to my character sheet with expertise?
We'll talk about it after session if we can actually do this. We'll figure out the logistics. Okay.
Natural fucking
Oh
training
my
on girl boss
fucking God.
gatekeeping.
He is on that girl boss grind set.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's suitable for this situation.
To be fair, can you hear anything over you just piling mountains of food down your gullet?
To be fair, he's not eating a large amount of it. He just has a large amount of it on the table.
I love that even more. You just made like a tower of food.
All I do, I'm just drinking like tiny amounts of yogurt and there's just a mountain of food between
Whoa, whoa,
us.
whoa, 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 whoa! Go back. What was it?
I'm guzzling yogurt.
It's yogurt.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yogurt hurts. It's
At that moment, Blake strolls into the tavern.
Oh no, I am like right on time. I have literally woken up, grabbed a piece of toast. I have not disguised myself at all. Like I have wandered in here looking like shit. I'm still half asleep.
As I'm assuming Crisis and Rick make their way downstairs as well as Sebastian.
No, staying
Probably
upstairs for a bit.
looking,
Okay, you're
yeah,
staying
probably
upstairs.
looking a little bit haggard from
Typical
listening
edgy anime.
to Rick snore all night.
Yeah, you
Rick-
didn't sleep particularly well, Crisis.
Rick's come
Yeah, I
down.
wonder why.
Right.
Yeah, so Rick's come down, sat at the bar, ordered 2 fingers, smoking a cigar. Hair of the dog.
Okay, Rick, as you sit down, this is the moment that Blake enters in, and all of you notice as he strolls up, he's got a pair of fuzzy black ears and 2 very bushy tails. They are fluffy and free.
What's he wearing? Not to be creepy, but he's
Similar,
like,
similar clothes to what he was wearing the day before.
so he's like fully dressed, but he just has like a tail.
He's got 2 tails, 2 big fluffy black tails, and fluffy fox ears out the top of his head.
Do I recognize that it's him? Did I see any of this from the day before? I saw him like switch between forms, but I don't know if I saw him fully foxy.
Oh, it still looks like visually he still looks like Blake in
He looks
humanoid
like a
form.
disgruntled scientist from the 90s. Okay.
But because you are from this area, Breeze, because you are from the Feywild, you recognize a kitsune when you see a kitsune. Like, this is their half form. This is their half form. They're humanoid while they've got their fox features, but then they can turn into a full fox as well.
Hey, good morning. Would you like some yogurt?
I need energy drinks. It is too early to be up and adventuring.
Rick studies his glass and looks back at Blake, and then back at his glass.
I sit at the
stuff.
I sit at the bar next to Rick and I order a drink.
You end up with a large can of Scarlet Minotaur.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's very funny. Well done.
Okay, cool. Bye, guys. I will be retiring Hasa, and
What? Because that joke was too good. You were like, well, I can never match.
Well, can't top that now. That's it.
I can control my tails, can't I? Like they function.
Yeah, they function as a tail.
Oh.
I would like to reach over and on the opposite shoulder to the side I'm sitting on, tap Rick on the shoulder with my tail. And then I want to steal his drink.
Without looking, I reach up and grab your tail.
God damn it.
You feel your tail yanked as there's a little meaty raccoon hand around your tail holding it.
You could at least ask me out to dinner, Trash Panda, before you just start groping me in public.
Keep your tail to yourself, bub, or you're gonna lose it.
I'll just grow another one. Joke's on you.
Joke's on you. I'll make a bet out of him.
I take my can and I get up and wander over the table where everyone else is sitting. Your Trash Panda's a bit of a dick, I say to Hasa as I sit down.
probably because you keep throwing racial slurs at him.
Wait, that's racist?
Yes, very.
Oh, no.
I mean, I only tolerated you around because you're part of the Adventurers Guild, but I mean, I was going to write a strongly worded letter to them later.
Look, Bugsy has like his own little container for strongly written letters about me. We don't look at them.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, not
now I know what
a very high rating on Shout.
I'm only kept around because I'm good at my job, guys. It's not because I'm a lovable ruffian. Also, I'd like to call out and let Rick know that I in fact did not mean Trash Panda as an insult. I say it with love, little fella.
Rick will spin on his chair and slip off the stool and just head to the table where everyone else is, just shaking his head and grumbling.
Now it's got bloody tails.
I feel like there's significantly less of you guys than there was last night. Where is everyone else?
There's more of us, if anything, because Crisis is here.
Yeah.
Are we all at the table? I thought Sebastian wasn't here.
Sebastian's still upstairs.
Oh, yeah, she looks a bit annoyed. She's like, yeah, I forgot about him.
Everything okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Roll deception.
No,
That was not convincing.
Not at all.
That didn't even convince me, and I'm not paying attention. I'm eyeing off Haas's food at this point.
Yeah, Bryce is not paying attention to the conversation. He has ordered some hash brown and eggs because he's tired and still cranky from last night.
yeah, everything's fine. So.
Oh no, Hasa. Yeah, no.
What was
this?
doing? What was the D2?
I believe. I believe.
Okay, so I see you rolling guidance. So I see you do guidance because
Well,
I'd be
here's
like, "What are
the
you
thing.
doing? What are you
I know
doing?
for a
Why are you
fact
touching
that-
yourself?"
I know for a fact that alchemists' formula require somatic and material, but they are not verbal.
I would like to interrupt you while you start moving your
As-
hands weirdly as though you're casting a spell. I'd be
By
like,
the
"What are you
way,
doing?
so you just
What are you doing?"
casted guidance.
Basically, yeah.
You lose 5 HP. By the way.
Woo!
Okay.
As in max or total? Like,
At the moment, no, you just lose 5 HP from not your max. So.
cool. Okay. You see him go to cast guidance, raise an eyebrow at you, then immediately get a blood nose and pass out.
Creepy how people around here think they can just cast magic on us.
Roll me a perception,
I'll,
Breeze.
I'll
Oh no.
kind of poke Hasa and give him a single point of healing touch.
You gain 1 hit point back, Hasa. But Breeze, you notice that on Hasa's arm, there seems to be some kind of rash spreading down towards his hand.
I don't have proficiency in medicine, but because I am proficient in some healing magics, could I take a look at it?
You're wounded.
Could I just be like, but like in a casual way, because he's so closed off and mysterious.
So you
Could I
want
just,
to
like,
roll a medicine?
yeah,
Okay, roll a medicine.
or Arcana?
Or.
It would be a medicine.
Okay, fine. Nailed it.
Yeah, he's sick. Maybe.
Fully sick, mate.
He might be dying. I think
He might be dying, yeah. You're not sure if
Oh,
the
how
scaly
sweet.
rash is actually
Roll
part
for
of his
cancer.
scales, or... He is kind of a little scaly.
Oh, so this whole time you didn't tell anybody. You could have told us. You could have told us this was your final hurrah. Oh, Hasa. What's your favorite drink? I'll buy it for you. I don't care the cost.
He's still unconscious.
Is cure wounds going to do anything for this? Like, I see Breeze making a pretty big deal out of this. Do I think I can cure this or heal this at all?
Wait, he's still
You can
unconscious. When did you
certainly
become
try.
unconscious?
Sure.
I gave him
I'm
a-
just.
Are you negative right now?
No. Like, I'm almost full health, I'll point that out. But he woke up feeling like shit and then just took damage for casting magic. So he's out again.
I sort of roll my eyes and lean over it, and I'd like to cure wounds if I could.
Okay, you can certainly try.
I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level to be a good little boy.
No, don't. Nothing.
Meanwhile, Rick heads back to the bar, gets orders a raw egg, cracks it, puts it in his drink, and heads back to the table.
Do you put it into your flask?
take the
No,
remaining
into my
points
glass of rum.
You take the
Okay.
remaining points of healing, Hasa, so you
Alright,
should be full
yep.
again.
Yep, back up to full. He just... Oh, jeez.
No, but while he's unconscious, I guess, 'cause I didn't realize he passed out, I whispered to everybody, I said, dying. And he just didn't want to tell anybody. Because I rolled a natural one. So this is like, this must be his last adventure.
Rick will
You're
scull
on the
his
way
drink
home,
with the
baby.
egg, and then climb up the table, walk over to Hasa, pry his eyes open.
Yeah, he seems to be suffering from an infection of some kind, Rick. His eyes look kind of bloodshot. His pupils kind of dilate weirdly, like they're not focusing properly. He seems clammy, and he seems kind of like ashy skin toned. He has a rash on his arm.
I feel like I should point out that it's incredibly amusing that Hasa himself, while sitting at this table 20 minutes ago, explained to Breeze that he is poisoned.
He didn't.
Yeah,
Yes.
he did.
100% did.
I don't remember that happening.
Sebastian's
Welcome, the
upstairs,
milkman.
He's like, these motherfuckers cannot cope without me.
Yes,
Are you
welcome the milkman.
sure?
Yes.
No, come on,
because
come
I
on.
was
No,
like,
Breeze would have remembered. I do not. I think maybe I cut out at that particular moment in time. Like maybe internet happened.
okay, well,
Because
Okay.
that did not happen to me.
Yes.
well,
That didn't. I did
Boomino
not hear that.
said that he's apparently still feeling like shit. Came down. You said you look like shit, so I made a check. Turns out I'm poisoned by the
Did you
unicorn
say?
thing.
But did you say that out loud though? I
Yes.
thought that was internal.
Yes.
Okay,
No,
I thought that was internal.
Okay.
Hasa,
Okay,
So
here's the
yes,
confusion.
you do know that.
Here's the
unicorn
confusion.
thing
You
must
know
have
that,
done.
yes.
Okay, well then let's scrap most of that. Or maybe she had a moment. I say, oh, I remember now.
Okay.
Hey, wait a
Just-
minute.
Well,
He might-
because you
know,
saw the rash
he
and you
might be
saw him,
dying
because he
because of the
collapsed, you saw the
unicorn.
rash, maybe you panicked a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was panicking. He's fine. Well, maybe he's not fine. The unicorn, and I want to squint to Sebastian, but Sebastian hasn't come down yet, right?
Nope.
So are we
No, he
amputating
hasn't
or
come down
not?
yet.
So I'm like, and I squint like in the general direction of Sebastian upstairs. I say, but there was an evil unicorn that.
I would like to ask God, if I plan on biting Hasa, can I purify him with purified food and drink?
No.
Horny.
Ooh.
No, you
I think
cannot.
that should be
Dinner
allowed.
first?
He is dinner first.
Ooh.
Okay, there
I
was an
mean,
evil
we can-
unicorn. What did you say, Crisis?
We can just amputate the arm. That solves the problem. I
My-
mean,
my-
we got the
my-
life blade.
My tail's
Yeah.
wagging this. I'm on board for this plan.
I know people who can grow limbs back if you need one later.
Let's find out if he can grow his back.
Should we get him to a doctor?
I think we should amputate first and then work from there.
Yeah.
Alright, cut off the poison at the source. That's what they say, right?
This man has 4 arms.
Yeah, see, he's got 3 others. That's 2 more than
Are
I
one
have.
of these arms infected, or is it one? That's
Only
like
one.
dragging a
Emergency
bit lower?
treatment
Only
is what
one
we
at the
call
moment.
it.
No.
Yeah, we
just
should probably
fifth
cut off
arm
one.
that's infected?
I've climbed over the table. I've like got his arm
Oh,
up.
his
Yeah.
fifth arm. I see.
Does Sebastian come downstairs at this point?
No.
Yeah, so we're all standing around with knives in our hands, about to
Yeah,
amputate
I'm fully
Sebastian.
expecting Sebastian comes downstairs as they're hacking my arm off.
Come on, Sebastian, give us some dramatic timing.
I've got other things to do, guys. And then they fall apart.
Okay, so as we're sitting there debating, holding Hasa's arm in the air, discussing amputation of the limb, that's where we're going to leave it for this week. Come back next week to see if we actually cut off one of Hasa's arms.
Oh, it's what is it?
If we actually leave the tavern.
Cliffhanger.
We'll see.
Next week on Dragon Ball Z.
They're still
Do we
casting
cut off Hasa's
Kamehameha.
hand?
We still need 2 more sessions to cast that. So, but I hope.
Oh wait, before we leave, do we level up?
No, you do not level up. Thank you
You're
to
out of control.
Thank you to everybody who subscribed. Keb, thank you so much. Thank you to the Milkman 9190 who just followed. It is great to have you here. If you want to see more crazy shenanigans, State of Anarchy is on every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, so you can join us for more shenanigans. Hopefully we leave the tavern next week. If you like, some of the players in this do have their own Twitch streams if you want to go check them out. Uzumeka, Tide Runner, Tyrant Dungeon and Valcor. Go check them out if you like it. If you like more and want to see more of us in general, go check us out on Evil One's channel, because we do play Power Rangers, Star Wars, and Dungeons and Dragons over there, with potential Vampire the Masquerade and other games coming this year. Otherwise, drink plenty of water. I hope you get plenty of rest. Don't amputate anyone's arms. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. And we will see you all next week. Bye.
You are.